say, God, this is what go on and choke up. Where the fáctico come from?
MyView TV exclusive. Please remember to hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in here to cheer for me. Everything what you see up, my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Wagwan, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. 4 tourists are among 6 persons rushed to an hospital following a 2-vehicle crash along the Duncan's Main Road in Trelawny. The driver of a Toyota IS minibus in which the tourists were traveling and the driver of a Nissan AD wagon, why always an AD wagon, has also been rushed to the hospital. It's reported that at about 9 o'clock on Saturday night, the driver of the AD wagon was heading towards Montego Bay when he lost control of the car and crashed into the IS minibus. The driver of the wagon had to be cut from the vehicle. His legs are broken for sure, said one bystander who helped to remove him from the wrecked vehicle. Take no time on the road. Time and time again, I tell her the same thing. But since you don't want speed, continue speeding so I can get news to tell the people them. He had apparently been thrown from the front passenger seat by the impact and was pinned for some time before he was removed by passerby and the firefighters who use heavy equipment. But I tell you something. You can't stay there and the foolishness on the road. You're not going to feel, you know. If you can't hear, you shall feed. 8 fatalities were recorded on the nation roadway over the past 7 days, according to statistics provided by the Ministry of Transport and Mining Road Safety Unit. Yes, people. 8 in total. More than that, but them not reach to them numbers they yet. The death was registered between October 22nd and 28th in the parish of St. Catherine, Manchester, Westmoreland, St. Andrew, Manchester, and St. Catherine. Proved to be the deadliest parish, accounting for 6 of the 8 fatalities recorded during the period. All the deceased were male. In light of this week's death toll, the director of the agency has once again urged citizens to use the road with caution, stating that it would be unfortunate to lose anyone else. The director is appealing to individuals to reduce their speed when traveling on the roadway. But I tell you something, director. Time and time again, me tell them, take them time and them don't want hear. Allow them at them angle and bangle themselves. Meanwhile, Trelawny, St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland remains to be the most accident-prone parishes across the island. The 4 parishes accounted for 31% of road fatalities recorded so far this year. Because I only a little bike boy down there, enough of them not even know if they ride bike, but them must jump on bike. Because them have a little one money can buy a bike and $150 can throw in at the tank and go about them business and take you run taxi. That's why so much fatalities down there. Jamaica has recorded 374 deaths on the road network since the start of the year. These fatalities are as a result of 333 crashes island-wide. When comparing to the similar period last year, fatal crashes and fatality both have increased by 1% and 2% respectively. Make I tell you something. Continue doing what you're doing. Because I have some other useless individual. Uno me attack now. Yes, for the time now. Uno just not here. And look how no a gal van. Who pan corona pack up in a truck, people.
I say, God, this is what go on and choke up. Where the fáctico come from?
And a life this you no want live. Run up and duck night in, night out to hide from police. And when police all of them are pushing up in a truck like a gang goat. All a gang goat better than someone. Yes, say what I said and I mean what I said and I not take you back. People who not hear so not go feel. Who not even have money for buy water when they go a party. Who not have stand up around people table and a drink from them. Who not go find money for pay the justice system. Who not see so no other sense. Backward thinking. Etc. Backward thinking people, no fun and no sense. But guess what? Continue doing what you're doing. continue doing what you're doing, because me not go sorry for no. People who have whole heap of other things that we want to wrap up for close off this week, and we never get to talk about it during the course of the week. Me dey tell you, say the cult leader and the organization now come out of the news. No time for now. Yes, people, remember me telling you, me not go stop say that. So we have the DPP for give you a little wrap up and for a little round up on who I get charged and who not get charged and what them a charge them for. And we have this brother come out and attack, say the people them still big and full because them a say him look like him. So we could start with him and then we make the DPP close it off. You understand?
My name is Omar Gill. I'm a businessman. You know, I learned about this Pastor Kevin Smith thing around Tuesday, right? Where they said I look like the pastor man from Montego Bay who sacrificed the people them down there. I mean, I didn't take it for anything because man, I said, boy, every day is something different. Now, on Wednesday to the exact, I realized that things circulating, persons are saying, boy, are you the pastor man? Are you the pastor man? And you look just like him. Now, apparently he died on Monday. So based on what was happening now, they say that he's going to resurrect in 3 days, which would be the Thursday. Now, when the Thursday morning come now, all hell pop loose now. People saying this, people saying that. I get all phone call, private number, say, boy, you got dead and all kind of thing. I hear people calling my phone and saying, boy, Omar, you really favor this man. So I'm saying, why would people think that? I mean, the man is a lighter skinned person. I mean, I'm dark.
Yeah.
My picture was posted on social media.
No. Me don't look like him. I'm not like him. No. Me don't favor this man. Right? Nothing at all. I don't see nothing at all. I have nothing for this man. Honestly speaking, I see some resemblance of this guy. You understand me? But I mean, overall, if you look at me, I mean, my neck not sink down in my body. I mean, I might have a little mark in the face. I mean, if you look on his one, you can see the sun burn him up and all kind of thing. You know, I don't really see nothing that I would say, I mean, resemble this man.
That's where I became aware and all kind of thing. Honestly speaking, it give my business more recognition. I won't tell you any lie. I mean, there are times when, I mean, you know, I feel away because, I mean, I'm just worried that I go on the road and somebody mistakenly and attack me.
No, you just want to favor somebody. For example, what happened in St. Thomas with the man who abducted the girls, you know, them kill them. So, I mean, I have to be fearful for my life.
As I said to my friends, I said, listen, I'm not going to worry about this thing. I leave everything in the hands of God because if anything happen, it just happened. I mean, God now give me more than what I can bear. But I just want the world to know that I am not the Kevin Smith. You understand me? I'm Omar Gill. You know, I like a businessman who own karma.
So for the people that who they sit down and expect say the bastage man that go race from the death, it not happen. It not going to work. So no, don't try frame Omar and say Omar look like him. Omar say no, me no look like him. After me neck no sink down in my shoulder. Anyway, DPP, your time.
Mr. Ruddock made his first appearance before the court in the Supreme Court in Kingston. I preferred the voluntary bill of indictment, which charges him with the murder of Tanika Gardner, and the judge has assigned him legal aid counsel. One counsel who was in court very graciously indicated to the court that she was prepared to accept an assignment, and the learned judge indicated that given the circumstances, she believed that it would be prudent to assign an even more senior counsel as well to lead this counsel who was assigned in court today. So the registrar's representative was asked to write to the legal aid counsel to make sure that that senior counsel is assigned and will be present in court next week when Mrs. Justice Vinette Graham added. I didn't quite get her name. It's the first time I'm meeting her, but suffice it to say that she was very gracious professionally to indicate that she was prepared to accept the assignment. And I served her with a copy of the voluntary bill of indictment. Next week, Wednesday, the same attorney today will return, and the senior attorney, or senior to her, who will be leading her in the matter, should be present, having been assigned, and then we will have a situation where the learned judge will inquire into what the allegations are on the ground, so that she can be best informed in respect of the way forward and how to treat with the particular accused person. A voluntary bill of indictment is, simply put, the process and the document that is used by the DPP in initiating prosecution. Under Section 94 of the Constitution, the power is vested in the DPP and the DPP alone to initiate prosecution, take over a prosecution, or discontinue a prosecution. Now, the voluntary bill of indictment is used where the accused is placed before the court on the indictment in a situation where there were no committal proceedings in the court below. Because in the normal course of things, the police arrest and charge, they lay what is called an information in the parish court. The matter goes before the parish court judge, and it is readied for committal proceedings. That is where the magistrate will be satisfied that there was a prima facie case made out on paper of murder, because the parish court judge would not have the jurisdiction to try a murder case. That can only be done by a high court judge. So if the DPP decides that, looking at all the factors, you may have vulnerable witnesses, you have a vulnerable accused, you have security concerns, you have other public interest concerns, as in this case, the pool of jurors would be much more interested in St. Andrews than in Montego Bay, given the nature of the circumstances. The fairness requirement to the accused would be more enhanced if it is taken outside of St. James, where the matter has been quite notorious. Also, the witnesses and the victims would be assured that they will not need to feel a sense of intimidation in respect of the persons who may still be widely under the influence of the former pastor in this matter, then in all the circumstances, and also to fast track it, because some matters in respect of the availability of the witnesses do better when it comes to trial much earlier. So by circumventing the committal process in the parish court, we have basically shaved off about a year. So with that, the DPP has exercised, or should I say, I have exercised my constitutional powers in this matter to prefer the voluntary bill of indictment. And this was done in the interest of justice, which really embraces fairness for the accused, fairness for the victims and the witnesses, and of course for the community, who have a vested interest in seeing and being assured of the credibility of the system of justice and the rule of law that operates in this country.
Will this be a judge alone trial?
Let us take it a step at a time. In fairness to the accused, it is only right that he be allowed to converse with his attorneys who will be assigned, and it will give us an opportunity to serve the attorneys with the material that has already been gathered.